our dodgeball team we were good overall. We didn't lose every single game, but we didn't win as the majority of the games. So I'd say overall we were on the losing side. Our skills were all decent, but I think could be improved. For example, our accuracy of throwing was only average really, so we could have eliminated people much quicker and much more effectively, and much more people we could have got out if we just had a better accuracy. And we were quite, at the beginning, we were quite obvious with the way we were throwing it. So if someone was in our eyesight, we'd throw straight at them instead of maybe trying to disguise a throw and go for a less obvious target and try and catch them out. If we'd done, I think we would have improved much, would have played better and won more games. But I think throwing wasn't our worst skill. I think catching was something we could have improved vastly on, because if we had a simple catch coming to us, obviously we'd take the catch, but people weren't going out of their way to try and catch the ball. They were trying to, obviously it is dodgeball, so you do try and avoid it, but if there were balls that were being floated up there and not too quick and wouldn't be too difficult to catch, and we weren't going for them particularly, which means it just means it's difficult to win a game. I mean, catchers win matches. The more balls you catch, the more players you get out and back in, and it's such a bonus for the team. And I think if we'd done better at that, we would have played better and won more games. Other skills that we had success with, our movement around court was around the dodgeball court was good. I mean, we didn't get caught out too many times with all of us in one place making these easy targets. We spread out really well, meaning that we were difficult to get out, and it was more of a challenge for the opponents to get us out than anything. I think in a few games, our downfall came in more in the tactics side, which I will get onto. Technique-wise, I think throwing techniques, some people have better technique than others in our team, meaning that some people were trying to throw it just purely hard and losing accuracy, where some people were accurate but it was too weak so people could easily catch it. And then I think there was a few players who had a good balance of it, so we were eliminating people well. But I think everyone in our team has different throwing techniques, as you'd expect, but I think overall our technique for throwing was good, because we did eliminate people more than we would have, I think, if we'd been all throwing one way. And I think, as I talked about earlier, with the disguise in the passing wasn't brilliant. The fact that we were all throwing it different anyway meant that it sort of it was a substitute for the disguise of the passing, really. For catching techniques, I thought we were good with that. I thought when we got chances that were coming near to us, we were good at catching them. But like I said, we didn't go out of our way to try and catch them, so the technique for those kind of catches wasn't really relevant, as we didn't make that many of those catches. Techniques for everything else, dodging, I think we were good at that. I mean, all the games took a while. It wasn't like we were all eliminated in a minute. We all dodged the ball quite effectively, which means our technique must have been good. I mean, we were good at dodging the ball and we all stayed quite alert. I think if we'd been more alert to the game, we probably would have dodged a few more. I think tactically we weren't very good. I mean, at the beginning of the game, running for the ball, whichever team gets the most balls at the beginning obviously has a clear advantage, and we didn't do that well. We were poor when we got there. We had games where we'd just wouldn't run for the ball and we'd end up with none, and the other team would have a pure advantage over us, and with no balls to even block, it becomes even more difficult. So I think that was a big downfall for us. Other tactics, we didn't really adopt many team tactics, and I think that's something we could improve on if we were to do it again.